Hello, everyone. Welcome to another live session with Moja 2. Today, I'm joined by one of our sponsored university students. His name is Caleb. He's a third-year student taking architecture. Maybe, Caleb, you can share with us how your journey with Moja 2 began and what it has meant to you over the years.
Thank you so much, Maria, for this opportunity. My name is Kalim Maura. I joined Moja2 in 2016 while I was still in Kagumo High School. And since then, Moja2 has always been there for me, encouraging me, motivating me, and me through all my ups and downs. To me, Moja2 is not just an organization; it's a family. A family will never give up on. The support I have received from Moja2 has really shaped who I am today, both personally and professionally. And I really thank Moja2 organization for what they are doing in Kenya. That is changing a lot of lives in Kenya, and may God continue expanding the territory for Moja2.
Yeah. So, Caleb, what sparked your interest in doing architecture?
I've always loved design and creating things. Architecture lets me bring together creativity with functionality. Over time, I have grown more and more interest in how spaces influence people's lives. I really enjoy working with minimal design, and timber particularly is my favorite material because of its natural beauty and its availability.
Yeah, and I know that you have worked on some incredible projects. One which I know is the one that you built a house and a chicken coop for one of our alumni, Kelvin. Maybe you can share with us how the experience was working on this project and the skills that you gained, which are helping to shape you as a future architect.
And the farmhouse it was a one-bedroom house made of iron sheet, but well insulated to make it comfortable. Working on this project taught me a lot about how to manage limited resources and while still delivering a solid design. It wasn't about just designing the house, but figuring out how to make it everything work within our budget. Um, I learned the importance of being flexible and finding a creative solution when you face challenges. There was a lot of limitations, but that pushed me to think differently and come up with ideas that worked. I also learned how the importance of good communication when working with a team. We were all committed to the same goal, and that's what made the project a success.
Yeah, and maybe what Caleb isn't mentioning is that he's the one who designed the house and also like oversaw and supervised like the construction of the house. And in April, when we had the sponsor visit, Kathy, Michael, and also Paula, who is the one who built that house for Kelvin, who is a student that she has been sponsoring over the years. Caleb, how was it like seeing Paula see the project for the first time, her reaction, how she was impressed? Like, what did that mean to you?
It felt amazing, especially seeing the farmhouse finish after all the hard work. Incredibly rewarding. It was incredibly rewarding. Working through the space that I had imagined and designed was a proud moment for me. And knowing that the farmhouse wasn't just a beautiful but also functional made me even more proud. It was one of the experience that reminds me why I love what I love to do, and that is architecture. And I really I was amazed to see how I loved the project, and my sponsor, that is Captain Michael, they really loved it, and that was a great encouraging for me.
Yeah, yeah, I can agree on that. And I also know that you have worked on some other projects. Maybe you can mention from those other projects what was like your most rewarding project that you did and how that experience was, maybe because I know it will differ from how the farmhouse was. How was that experience?
My another project was a Gong project that I did. This particular project was my favorite because I was able to be guided by one of my sponsor, that is Michael, and this was very special for me because he I was able to to consult him through all out because it was during my mentorship call, and this particular project was a great idea for me because I was able to I was able to I was able to deliver a very good design was through collaboration of Michael and my friends. And this particular project was very special for me because of that.
Yeah. And since you're doing like you're a student and also you're doing these incredible projects, how are you able to balance them all?
It's all about the priorities. Most of the time, I have to prioritize my studies, and when I have more free time is when maybe and I have a client. It's the time I can maybe take a project from a client, and especially maybe when I'm doing my attachment or maybe when I'm my long holidays. And those are the most time I am able to like maybe concentrate on a project, because for me those are like it's a learning process. So every time maybe I'm doing attachment and I get a project, I really appreciate it because it boosts my skills and my more knowledge about architecture. And yeah,
Yeah. And you have mentioned something about the attachments, which are like internships. Have you been able to go to one, and how would you say that has shaped you as a future architect? Because I know now in attachment, you're able to do what like you have been learning in theory. You're able now to do the practical work. How was your experience in your attachment?
attachment has been a great idea for me. Is I have met a lot of people who have motivated me. I have met a lot of architects. I've met a lot of engineers. I've met a lot of suppliers. I've met a lot of quantity surveyors. And just socializing these people have made me have a different view about construction that is in Kenya. And this has really boosted me to be more curious and go further and do more research, because I want to be a future architect who wanna change change design here in Kenya. And I really want to I really needed those attachments for my for my research, and they have really helped me. And it's always nice to have like a practical session when maybe far away from the study, because in school we learn about theory, but in the ground you come to learn how other spaces are formed. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you are not following us on social media, you should, because we have shared so many stories and updates about Caleb's project. So you'll be able to learn more about our student success stories there. So follow us on social media at Moja2 in all our platforms. Caleb, your designs are very good and very simple. What would you
Thank you.
say that you draw your creativity from? Like, where do you get the inspiration?
My inspiration comes from research and maybe previous project. I like I like uh I like doing a lot of research, and more every time I do some research I have like maybe to consult, maybe it from my seniors, that's my architects that I've met through attachment, my lecturers. And also I have followed a lot of architects that not even in Kenya, even abroad. When I like seeing their work, that really motivate me and really have me coming up with more design.
Yeah, yeah. And right now you're in your final year. You are about to complete your diploma. How would you say the experience has been, like getting the support from Moja 2 and you being able to reach this point? Because I know for many of our students, like completing school, it's such a good thing, especially for me, I would say, since I was here. I know like it opened your eyes because this is an opportunity you never saw that you could have. But right now you're about to complete this diploma. How do you feel about that?
I'm really happy about it, and I'm really happy I can say about it. Uh, when I started in my first year, it was just an idea how about architecture, but right now, seeing me how like coming with a new design, selling my design, it's a dream come true for me, because it's Maria. I'll tell you, it's not easy to convince a client to build something for them, and seeing me,
Yeah.
I'm able to convince some clients. That really motivates me and has really boosted my interest in architecture, and I really want to learn more about it and come up with new things in future.
Yeah, we can't wait to see that. And maybe now as a future architect, because I know that you have done a few projects, and like for me, I already see you as an architect, although like you haven't yet graduated, because I've seen some of the projects that you have done. What are like some of your future goals, especially in your field?
My future goal is to come up with my own company that's really gonna focus on a small house building. my future house to come up with minimal design. I have noticed here in Kenya we are like a half shortage of minimal design. My future I want to keep improving my skills and work on projects that push me to be more creative. I'm really interested in sustainable and minimalized design, and I hope to learn more about urban planning in the future. I want to use my skills to make positive impact in my communities, especially in Kenya. I want to make people believe they can build a very affordable houses
Yeah.
with that are very functional. And really, Moja too, I want to stay involved and continue giving back to the community. The organization has done so much for me, and I want to help others the same way. I have been helped mentoring others and supporting Moja too mission will always be my priority in my life. And I really want to mentor a lot of kids. That's our kids that are out there, maybe in high school, and they want to be a future architect. I want to be there for them and motivate them to become architects.
Wow. And I know that like we have so many students who are looking up to you, and they are really going to benefit from your mentoring sessions. Caleb, it was so amazing to talk to you. And also, if you want to work with Caleb, follow us on social media. You can be able to see the amazing works that he's doing, and you can be able also to talk to him, do many projects with him. And we are really proud of Caleb, seeing his journey from where he has come to where he has been. We are so proud of him, and we can't wait to see him graduate and do all the amazing things that he has planned for the future. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on today's session. And we are so happy because of the support that you have been showing us. Thank you so much to our sponsors, our donors, and our volunteers. We really appreciate, and thank you for the impact that you're making. We hope to see you on our next session, and we hope that you are able to learn a lot about Caleb and about his story. Caleb, maybe as we conclude, do you have something you want to say to our viewers?
And thank you so much. Maybe to the future architects, one I can say, be patient, be ready to adapt. Things will not all, things will not be easy, be go as planned.
You have heard it from the architect himself. I hope you take that advice, and see you on our next session. Bye.
Right.